So you're thinking about getting married in Hawaii, but the idea of a huge, stressful wedding just makes you want to run for the hills. What if you could get all that breathtaking island magic without any of the drama? Well, guess what? You can. Today, we are going to break down the super simple, totally elegant, and incredibly personal option of a Hawaiian civil ceremony. I mean, just look at this. This is what it's all about, right? Just the two of you in a place that feels like paradise, completely focused on each other. It's pure connection, pure joy, and absolutely zero fuss. This is the real heart of a civil ceremony. You know, so many couples get completely swept up in the whole wedding spectacle. It becomes this whirlwind of expectations and planning and pressure, and it can totally overshadow what's actually supposed to be happening. Does any of this sound familiar? You're stressing out about a giant guest list, figuring out some impossible seating chart, or just dreading the thought of all those endless toasts? If you're sitting there nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. But the good news is, there is a fantastic way out. And that is the Hawaii civil ceremony. Basically, it's a completely legal marriage that just strips away all the non-essential stuff. It's not about any specific religion or rigid traditions. It's simply about the two of you making a legal commitment, with the focus right where it should be, on your relationship. Okay, so what are the actual perks of taking this simpler approach? Well, let me tell you, there are some really compelling reasons why this laid-back option is getting so popular. Let's just run through the best parts. First off, it's so simple. No crazy complex planning. It's quick and 100% legal, so you're officially married with almost no fuss. You also get to create a completely customized vibe for your day in one of the most gorgeous places on Earth. And, maybe best of all, you can have total privacy, keeping that incredible moment just for the two of you. And this is exactly what that looks like. An intimate kiss by the ocean, a quiet, tender moment. You get to decide what your wedding feels like. It's completely your day, on your terms, without an audience of hundreds watching. So you're probably wondering, okay, how do we actually make this happen? Well, it is probably way more straightforward than you're imagining. Let's just walk through the whole process step by step. Check it out. It really just boils down to these 5 key steps. That's it. Get the license, find someone to marry you, pick a spot, say your vows, and then file the paperwork. The whole thing is designed to be efficient and totally stress-free. Let's talk money for a second. Step 1. Getting your license is incredibly affordable. The fee's usually just $65. I mean, think about it. That's a tiny fraction of what you'd spend on just the invitations for a big traditional wedding. And here's a really key detail for your planning. Once you get that license, it's good for 30 days. This gives you a really nice, flexible window to have your ceremony without feeling rushed at all. Now for step 2, picking your officiant. Hawaii is super flexible on this. You can go with a judge or a court clerk for something really official. You can hire a licensed specialist who knows how to make things personal and light. Or, and this is so cool, you can even have a friend or a family member get legally deputized just for your wedding day. How amazing is that? And for step 3, the location. Well, the island is pretty much your oyster. You could pick from beautiful public beaches, quiet parks. You could do it at a simple courthouse, or even on the balcony of your hotel room. A lot of these amazing spots don't even require a permit if it's just a small, simple ceremony. All right, so you've got the process down. Now let's tackle some of the most common questions people have with some quick-fire facts. First up, this is a big one that makes things a lot simpler for couples planning to elope. Do you need to bring witnesses? And the answer is a beautiful, simple no. Unlike a lot of other places, Hawaii does not require any witnesses to sign the marriage license. This is an absolute game changer for couples who truly want the experience to be just for them. What about timing? You know, after you get your license, is there some kind of mandatory waiting period you have to sit through before you can actually get married? Nope, not a thing. There is zero waiting period in Hawaii. You could literally get your license in the morning and be married by sunset that very same day. It's one of the big reasons Hawaii is such an efficient and popular choice. And for all of you watching from outside the US, a very important question. Is this an option that's actually available to you? 100% yes. Hawaii welcomes couples from all over the globe. The main thing you're going to need is a valid passport, and then you just have to meet the state's other basic requirements. It really is an accessible way for international couples to tie the knot in paradise. You know, there's a phrase that just sums this all up perfectly. It's the freedom to keep it simple and spectacular all at once. And in Hawaii, you really don't have to choose. You get both. Because when you get right down to it, that's the whole point. Stripping away all the extra complexity lets you put all of your energy and focus right back where it belongs, on celebrating your love and the incredible commitment you're making to each other. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When you really picture your perfect wedding day, what's at the very center of it? Is it the guest list and the spectacle, or is it just the two of you starting your next chapter together?